guys, and happy Hikeathon day 3. You don't know what's happening, this is going to be vlogs day 3 and 4 for Hikeathon. I will link days 1 and 2 down below in the description, as well as up in the cards if you guys haven't watched that one already. But we are just kicking off day 3 today. Whew, we are off to a little bit of a rough start today. It is 1 p.m. on Wednesday. I'm just now checking in. Once again, did not get up early like I was wanting. I've been trying to get up at 6 o'clock. This has been my goal for like the entire year, and I really just need to like set my phone in the other room and make myself do it. I usually actually feel better when I do it because I wind up going to sleep earlier and things, but I didn't sleep the best last night, so I didn't quite make it to 6 a.m. Anyway, here are my updates so far. I finished, finally, Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. This, for me personally, was like a 3.5 star. For other people, I feel like it's going to be a 4 or 5. I'm just not the biggest contemporary reader, so it takes a lot to like make me really fall in love. I did really enjoy the characters, and I thought it was really witty and funny. I wished we'd had a little bit more of that nature competition element. There were like 3 separate like scenes where they were doing the competition. I just thought that once the competition started, that was going to be like the majority of the book, but it was kind of like a back and forth type of a thing. The characters were definitely over dramatic about the situations that were happening, but the love story was cute, and this is going to be a favorite for a lot of people, a really solid YA rom-com. So like a 3.5 for me. I finished last night Lumberjanes, the graphic novel. This is the first graphic novel. This was so cute and naturey, but it also had like magic and funny things in it. We got some Boy Scout troops in here that they met up with, and it was just really cute. I was in Girl Scouts. This is not really like Girl Scouts at all, but it's got those similar vibes. It's really fun because in here they also have to earn badges, and there'll be like a short little synopsis on the badge, and they're kind of silly. So this is like the Robin Hood badge, and it's for sports and games. This actually gave me an idea for Hikeathon next year that I'm really excited to share with you guys, but it'll be a while. But I really liked it. So this was like a 4 star. I have one of the other graphic novels here. I'm not sure if it's the second one, but I know I have a bunch of them on order because I really loved this. It's like the perfect Hikeathon read. I wound up finishing Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute last night while I was like sitting in bed and like adding things on Instagram and updating my reading on Goodreads. And so I didn't physically read as much, but I got another 50 pages into The Islands at the End of the World. This is so intense, you guys. It is so like action-packed and fast-paced, and like I'm anxious about it, but I'm so enjoying it because this girl and her dad are just trying to survive and get home, and you're like, what are they gonna do? And I still don't know if there's like a magical element or not, and I don't really entirely know what's happening, whether it's like a nature thing that's causing this like situation that they're in, or whether it's like a government thing, but I'm loving it. So I'm getting ready to order the second book from Thrift Books, I think. It's also just a really quick read the way it's paced. It's only 350 pages. I'm really hoping I can get close to finishing this tonight. I'm hoping I could finish it last night and just like blow up the readathon and be amazing, but I didn't quite make it. But I am so loving it, and it's got all the vibes that I'm wanting for sure. I got an hour into this morning, and I only have like 2 hours left. I'm really enjoying it. It's like a solid YA dystopian, like very similar to some of the other ones we've read, but still like enjoyable and unique. So not a ton has happened yet, and I feel like not a ton's gonna happen probably until the second or the third book, which I probably won't read during the readathon. But I'm liking it so far. Probably going to be like a 3.5 would be my guess, unless the ending was really, really amazing. So we'll see. So glad I'm finally getting to it. Okay, so part of the reason I'm behind today is because I waited to edit the first 2 vlogs until today. I should have worked on it day 1 and day 2, and I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna work on this one today because I got a little bit behind it. It took me like almost 2 hours to edit, and I did a little bit of fancier editing for a couple of sections, nothing like overly intense, but I did a couple extra things for like the montages, and it was a solid like almost 30-minute vlog, which I was not expecting. Normally I try to keep my weeks at an hour, so this was a much longer one, but I think it's okay since they're coming out for days 1 and 2. So I spent almost 2 hours editing that today and partially yesterday, but it's about to go up, so I'm excited for that. So I'm about to go eat some late lunch and then do our hike for today. I'm gonna pick a bigger trail. I think I'm gonna pick one that we have been to before, we meaning Ledge and me, and do a longer hike today. And then hopefully if I have enough energy, I'll come back and either garden or go to the gym because I need to do either my arm or my leg weights. I'm trying to do arms and legs once a week, just diving back into lifting weights again because I had injured my back, and I'm finally healthy enough and doing it the right way that I can kind of do it again. So that is what's happening. We may go shopping too. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna get off here, go for a hike, listen to Children of Eden, and take you with me. I'm back. So it is 5 o'clock now, and I am waiting on days 1 and 2 vlogs to finish uploading so I can post them. I put a poll up though to decide whether I should post tonight because it's a little late, or wait until early tomorrow morning because there won't be another vlog out until Friday. I'm letting you guys decide. We wound up only doing like a 36-minute hike. I thought that was going to be a lot longer because I went like a different way and I went around all these houses and things, and it still wound up being kind of short. So tomorrow we're definitely going to do a longer hike. I know it doesn't matter. We still had a great time. Such a pretty walk, and it was almost kind of chilly out tonight. Like, I don't know what's happening. Last year we did HIKEATHON at the end of April, and I was talking about how I had to get up early and go hiking because it was so hot, and now it's been like 65 and it's almost June. So I don't know. Craziness. I have an hour and 40 minutes left of Children of Eden, but I decided to start another audiobook while I was doing my hike. I don't know. I wanted something more naturey while I was walking because this is getting really good towards the end. I'm really liking the end of it, but it is still kind of a little bit of a typical like dystopian style read and not overly nature heavy. So I started Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which is our group read for the readathon. I'm really proud of myself because there are like a handful of books that I really want to read. Sometimes I put things off and I don't get them done. So I'm an hour and a half into this. Absolutely loving it. It's very charming. It's a little pretentious, but it's like knows that it's pretentious and it's supposed to be because she's like a professor. So if you're not familiar, this woman is a professor and she goes to this town. They kind of host her while she is studying and looking for fairies. And she's kind of trying to unravel some secrets. The townspeople are kind of not thrilled at her being there. They think that she has like run into a fairy and fallen in love and now she can't let it go. And she's just kind of uncovering like all the mysteries of the town. I'm not sure where it's set yet, but it's so good. It's set in the fall, but it's still got kind of naturey vibes because she's got to like cut wood for her fireplace and things like that. So I'm really, really liking it. I predict it could possibly be a 5-star, and it's another new release, which is great because this will make my 3rd new release for the year. Yay! So I'm waiting on this video to upload, trying to decide if I want to post it tonight or not, but I'm going to go to the gym and I'm just going to do some leg weights for leg day. Not a lot, maybe like 10 minutes worth, and then do the massage chair and the sauna, come back, cook dinner. We might be having smoothies tonight. I'm not sure yet. And then after the gym, I need to go to Target because I caved into the hype train and I finally ordered 4th Wing because everybody I know is posting about this, which normally doesn't affect me like all at once because I'll still hang out and wait. But the sprayed edges with the dragons and this being like the regular edition, and literally people are giving it 5 stars. Like I haven't seen anything below 5 stars, from people that only read adult thrillers to people that love YA to people that don't even read fantasy. And I'm like, fine, I'll read this stupid book. It's not stupid. I'm sure it's amazing. So I'll probably read this after HIKEATHON because it's very long and doesn't fit with any of the categories. I found it at Target for $16.99, and they also had a buy one get one 50% off sale. So I also got Crescent City 2, House of Earth and Blood, I think, or House of Sky and Breath, which is a whole other story. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like it, but it was $13 and then half off of that for a hardback, so it was like $6. So I figured I would get it because I have the first one that I need to reread and just have it for when I'm ready to jump back into that series. Originally I was gonna pick up both at Target and do order pickup, but Fourth Wing sold out before that happened. So they're shipping me Fourth Wing, should be here tomorrow, and I'm gonna go pick up Crescent City 2. So that's my plans for this evening for right now. I also went to Dollar Tree because I needed a kind bar for the picture that I'm posting tomorrow, which you'll see tomorrow. And I always check there and see if they have things that will work for the readathons. And I had recently found some of these amazing mermaid tail pins that I'm going to use for Mermaid Marathon. And this other Dollar Tree didn't have any more. I wanted a couple more. So they did have this bag, which I feel like will kind of work for Mermaid. And then these bags, which will work for a Galaxy-a-thon. I always have a hard time finding Galaxy-a-thon stuff. And they're so pretty with like spaceships and planets and things on them. So I got 3 of those. And then they had 2 little Galaxy-a-thon themed notebooks, stickers on the back. So I got 6 things in total. And she rung me up and it was $1.45. And I was like, what? And she's like, I don't know. The bags rang up for a cent. So I might go back later and get a bunch more if I can find them, because I was like, why were they a cent? I don't know if they were marked wrong or if they were just on sale because they were trying to get rid of them, but I was like, sweet, nice deal. I actually do need to go through and reorganize my boxes for the giveaways and everything and make sure that I have enough for the upcoming ones and see what's going on if I need to get anything else. I'll probably check in with you at least one more time. Okay, last check-in for tonight. By the way, I never showed you guys my hat. It says hike like a girl or something like that. I can't remember. Okay, so I went to the gym. I did 15 minutes of my weights. So another physical activity. And then I did the little massage table and the sauna. It's like a water massage. It's very cool. And then I did the sauna and it was nice. And then I went to Target, got some groceries, and I forgot to film more about that. But I picked up Crescent City 2, House of Sky and Breath. Absolutely gigantic. And it's torn. Ugh. The pages have tears in them. Is it worth me going back? Probably not. I'm not like that crazy, but it is annoying when I buy from a new place and it has a flaw. So it's such a pretty book. My plan with Crescent City is to reread the first book, read this one, and then read the third one. So I'm going to wait until the third one's closer to coming out. I don't know if I'm going to like this because I've heard that it gets a lot smuttier. I liked Crescent City okay, the first one. I really loved the ending, but I didn't like the urban fantasy setting. Like, I felt like the characters were like constantly being crude and cussing, and I just found them annoying. And that was the fastest I had ever listened to an audiobook. I think it was the first time I did like 2.5 speed, and it still felt like it was too long and dragging. I can handle a long book. Like, I've read long books. I just felt like it was unnecessary, and I really only liked like the last like 1/6 of the book, and I'm nervous I'm not gonna like this one. So if I don't love this one, I'm not gonna keep going. But still need to finish Sword of Wings and Ruin before I jump into this guy. But anyway, I wanted to show you that I got it. Back to HIKEATHON reads. So I have 30 minutes left of this. I'm ready for it to be done. I am enjoying it, but it's getting a little on the dull side and feeling a little bit long, even though it's a very short book. It's just very, very similar to a lot of other dystopian reads. So I'm on the fence about whether I'm going to read the second one or not. You have it behind me. Part of the reason I like these is because they're so pretty. The covers are so unique. So I might read the second one, definitely not for the readathon. I didn't read any more of Emily Wilde because I wanted to finish this, or try to finish this. So I'll finish this in the morning. I have a chiropractor early tomorrow, so we'll start off the day fairly early-ish, and I'll check in with you, let you know the plans. So tonight, same kind of deal. Jeff's gonna play video games, I'm gonna read, and then I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning and happy HIKEATHON day 4. So So today I got up and headed to the chiropractor. I just finished there. I'm wearing my hat again because my hair is not clean and we're going to be hopefully in the sun. It was raining this morning when I got up. It has been so cold for May. It's been like 65 degrees this week, which is good for hiking, but I could do with a little sun. Ledge is getting impatient. I'm waiting for the library to open because I need to return some books and grab a couple that are in. I think I have some HIKEATHON graphic novels that are available. I will update you guys on everything a little later. I still haven't finished Children of Eden. It's only 9:30 though, so we have a long day ahead of us. So I'm going to finish that on my hike, dive back into Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. After hiking, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing today. I do have some work a little later, but I can do it whenever I want to. I do think I want to finish my physical read today if I can, because I only have 100 pages left in The Island at the End of the World, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about it a little bit later. I need to clean the garage. I need to organize the giveaway, stuff like that. So it might be a little bit more of a chill, rainy, cozy day. I need to garden, but this weather is not inspiring me to do that. Okay, let's go to the library. What the heck, you guys? I'm so cold. It's like 65 and kind of rainy and windy, and I'm freezing. So we're gonna go see if we can get our blood pumping. Hike. I'm so cold. We're having a great time so far, listening to Children of Eden, and then I'm probably going to jump back into Emily Wilde's. So that is the plan for today. So far, so good. So I went and got Greek food because I had a little bit of a harder hike today, which I'll talk to you guys about in a second, but they gave me feta fries. So that sounds fun. Yay. It is 2:30 now. I was not expecting to get back this late. I had a mostly fabulous hike, but I was like, this is the day we're gonna do at least an hour. And I got 20 minutes in and I forgot that I needed my backpack from the car because I was gonna take some pictures of some books. And that was part of the reason I went to this park. So I had to go all the way back. So that was 40 minutes. And then I basically had to start over and I wanted to do like the full hike. I think we did an hour and a half, hour and 40-minute hike, which is good. It just took up most of my day. And I was starving afterwards, so I went and got some Greek food because I was planning on making lunch here when I got back, but I got back a lot later than I was planning on. So Ledge is completely dead now because we did such a long hike. It was a very easy hike though, like nothing is really like up and downhill or anything, and so pretty. I love that park. Okay, so I have a few things to share. First, a reading update. On my walk, I finished Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa. This is fine. It's like a 3-star read. I don't know that I'm gonna read the next one. It just didn't do anything for me. Another dystopian wouldn't. Like, this is a fine dystopian. It's not bad and it's interesting. I like the dual kid aspect. It just, there wasn't really anything in it that made it like special enough that I would recommend to people over other things for keeping or for like rereading. So I'm probably gonna unhaul both of these. Even though it was a good book, it just wasn't like awesome. And I usually don't keep books that aren't like awesome unless they have something very specific about them that I'll use for videos a lot, and I don't see myself using this one. But getting rid of books is good because I always like that as well. And I still didn't dislike it. I'm liking my HIKEATHON reads so much better this year than I did last year that it's making me want to go back and give some of my 3 stars I gave last year 2 stars because even my 3 stars like this one, I'm liking so much more than I did the 3 stars last year. Could be my mood, but I think it's more the choices that I'm making. So then I got another like 40 minutes into Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia Fairy. Really enjoying it, but my friend Bella and I have a whole list of buddy reads that we want to get to this readathon, and she had just finished a read that I wasn't reading at the moment, and so we decided to start something else together. So I know I've got a lot going on, but I started Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins because I've heard really good things about this. This is an adult thriller and it's set in Hawaii as well, and our main characters are like new to the area. I think her boyfriend is just like getting jobs there to make money before they go back to California, and he picks up these like 2 girls that really want to go to like this secret excluded island in the middle of nowhere near Hawaii, and he's gonna take them there, and the girls have some kind of secret or something. So it's got like a thriller aspect to it, an island vibe. That's good. I'm liking it so far. I think I got an hour and a half into it. It's very short. Then last night I got to 260 pages of The Island at the End of the World. I am loving this so much. At first I was a little worried because there's a little bit to do with like God, like they're kind of questioning God and why he would let this apocalypse type thing happen, and then whether they believe in God or not. And I was worried this was gonna be more about that, like about that premise than the actual like survival premise. But I don't think that it is, because we just got a weird twist that I did not see coming about what's happening, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so pumped. I can't believe that that's the twist in it, but I'm really pumped, and it makes me extra pumped for the next book. I wish I could tell you guys, but it kind of ruins it. Loving it. So I'm gonna sit down and read this in a second. I haven't read any more of Grey Wolf Island yet. I wanted to give my friend a chance to kind of catch up, so I'll probably read some more of that later. But I got some books at the library. So I got Pumpkinheads. These are rental books, not purchases, but I got Pumpkinheads and Starry Eyes because I've been doing little reels and shorts for books with a map. Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. It's really cute. I kind of need to reread it. I remember again giving it like a 3 star, but it does have a heavy camping aspect. It's got a really cute map, and it's like a rom-com exes like camping kind of scenario. Pumpkinheads is one of my favorite graphic novels from Rainbow Rowell. Covered up a little bit by the library tag, but it has a fantastic map in it also. And then I got 2 books. I've been trying to request any of the books that I have on hold on audio that I don't own from the library so that I can take pictures of them just in case one of them winds up being a favorite. The last photo prompt is favorite read, and I want to make sure to have the book, and I also like to stack them up. We got You Have a Match, Emma Lord. I don't think I'm going to get to this one, but I might. And this is about like a DNA matching system, and this girl finds out she has a sister and they go to camp or something like that. And Empress of All Seasons by Amiko Jean. Some kind of fantasy involving seasons, controlling seasons. I think this will work for elemental magic, so probably will get to that one. I got 2 adorable comics. Survive the Outdoors, cute comic about like survival things, like teaching kids some techniques and things like that. So really adorable, perfect. And then this is the history comics, the National Parks Preserving America's Wild Places. I'm so excited for this. So this is just like a history comic book, assuming about like Lewis and Clark and stuff like that. Super cute. I need to see if there's more of these. I have a ton more requested from the library, and of course all of them are coming in now that I have left the library, like they weren't in yet. So I'm probably going to go back on Saturday because the one that I request from is a little further away. And then lastly, to show you, I got a book in. You guys should know what it is if you watched the last vlog. I'm so excited for this. Ah, it's so cool. So I got Fourth Wing in, the most hyped book of all time, most hyped book of 2023. Look at the dragon edges. And guess what, you guys? It has a big, beautiful map. So technically I could read this for HIKEATHON, but I'm not going to because it's a 20-hour audiobook and I'm not about that life right now. But I'm very excited to read this possibly in June. Okay, last kind of updatey thing. So last night I downloaded the Apple Arcade, or I got the Apple Arcade, which is like a $5 a month service on Apple and Mac. and I don't have an Apple phone, but I have Apple computers, because they had an Oregon Trail game for your computer, and I got the new Oregon Trail Boomtown game on my phone, and I do not like it at all. It's not what I wanted, but I was really wanting to play Oregon Trail because I thought that was good for HIKEATHON. I got the Oregon Trail card game last year, and I didn't like that one either. And I'm not a big video game person, and the only app that I really play on my phone is Plants vs. Zombies, which is a good one for HIKEATHON if you're looking for one. It hasn't updated or anything, so there's not really any new like versions of it to play, but I wanted something that I could like listen to my audiobook and play, which it's a little detailed, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to test it out later, but I am really loving it. I'll show you guys a little video of it later. So I didn't do a ton of reading last night because I was playing that game and kind of figuring it out. So we'll see how that goes. Really, really excited about it because it looks really cool. Okay, so right now I'm so cold. Like, it is so chilly and raining today. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna read at least 50 pages of Island at the End of the World. I can get closer to finishing it. Then I'm gonna work a little bit while I listen to my audiobook, and then I'm gonna edit some of this reading vlog so I don't get too behind. And that is all for right now. So I will check in as I finish books or if I have updates on feelings and things. But that's it for now. So see you soon. Hey, so it is 8 p.m. in the evening. It's been a wonderful afternoon. I was feeling very energetic when I got back from the hike. Kind of crashed. I was like, that was a long hike and I did a lot. I did leg weights yesterday too, which always makes me kind of crash a little bit the next day. So I read to 340 in this book. I only have like 20 pages left, but I had to like make dinner and stuff. It is so crazy. I love it so much. So I do want to warn people, this is YA, which is good to know, but this is very fast paced, very intense, and a little bit brutal. We're having to like fight for their lives, like against people and animals and the nature and all kinds of stuff like that, and like a bunch of different like survival scenarios are happening. So it's getting like pretty brutal, like groups of people that are band together and like trying to take other people down, and a lot of stuff is happening, but the reasoning for part of what's going on is so cool, and I can't tell you why it's cool because it's a spoiler, but I'm loving it and I can't wait to read the ending, and I cannot wait to find out. I'm so attached to the characters. So this is going to be one that I'm going to highly recommend. It could possibly be a 5-star. I'm so close. I wanted to finish it tonight before I checked in, but I'm getting really sleepy. I want to just go chill and read, take my makeup off, go to bed. So after this, I'm going to read a little bit more of Grey Wolf Island tonight, possibly play some of my Oregon Trail. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood or not, and I don't think I'm gonna do any more audiobooks this evening. So this will be the end of vlog number 2. I'm just gonna end this vlog here. Please let me know how HIKEATHON is going for you, if you are participating, if you're enjoying the vlogs and Instagram and reading, and let me know what books you're loving and all that stuff down below in the comments. I'm loving seeing everybody's posts on Instagram. This is the most people we've ever had for HIKEATHON, and I think we almost have more than we did for Galaxyathon, which is shocking. I'm loving it. It's so fun. So we got lots of fun things planned for tomorrow. I will see you guys in the next one.